Hi guys, and today I want to go through my top tips for when writing a personal statement for university. Down below I have attached my personal statement so you can give it a read if it helps you as a template. My number one tip to writing a good personal statement is to talk about something which is pivotal in the degree that is beyond the scope of the A-level qualification. So for example in economics you can talk about the Solow growth model. I think this shows a really good interest in the subject and shows that you're willing to go beyond the scope of the A-level course. If you can mention the Solow growth model and why it interests you and apply it to a theory or idea that is very current and relevant today, I think that shows that you're a very motivated and very interested student in the course. Also, I would recommend talking about an aspect of the course that really interests you. So for example, in economics, there are various strands of economics that could interest you. There could be public sector, financial, or development. So try and find for your course how the course is broken down. You can usually do this through the module list, and you can see specific areas of the course which interest you. Mention those areas that interest you and why they interest you. Number 2, when referencing a strand of the subject that you're writing about and why that particular strand interests you, try and find a book or publication that supports that. So for example, you could look at recent Nobel Prize winners. Look at the books that they've published. Do they interest you? Why do they interest you? Try and express this in your personal statements. My next big tip would be to get outside. Academia is about so much more than just a textbook. There's a practical reason why we study and research a topic. For history, for example, is to express events in the past. This can usually be done in a museum. Or economics, for example, can be used to express real-life events, for example, in a newspaper. So try and get some work experience in the particular subject that you're interested in. My next big tip would be to mention a specific lecturer in the department of the university for which you really want to go to. I think this is a really good way to very subtly mention to the admissions departments that it's that university that you're especially interested in. Often academics release publications such as books and journal articles. You can mention these in your personal statement, and it shows a good way of how you have engaged with the material but also shown an interest in that specific university. Lastly, you should mention something that makes you especially unique. Universities get thousands of applications from students all across the country, so it's your job to make you stand out from the crowd. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please give this a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel.